everyone. Thanks for tuning in. We are joined here by the legendary Dan Olsen. How you doing, Dan?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks, James.
Hey, we're glad to have you here.
Glad to be here.
For those that don't know, Dan has started over 100 different franchises and produced tens of thousands of jobs, helped thousands of individuals produce over $1 billion in sales. So this is the guy, and we're going to be talking today about a very interesting topic. We've had a lot of people ask Dan about how to go from being a business operator where it consumes all your time to a business owner where you get more passive income.
Yeah, that's a great question, and it's an important question because what we look at here is what we call our time to cash flow ratio. And so we're looking at how much time we have to put in to get cash flow back. And if we're only getting $1 or $2 for our hourly time on a business or whatever, it's not worth it. So when we look at those ratios and we analyze those, it's sometimes tough because an operator is someone, and I've seen it many times, where someone's got into a business and they're kind of a slave to that business. They're operating it. They're 60 hours a week and they're working hard to make $30,000, $40,000 a year. It's just a hard position to be in, and they can't bring anybody in to take their place, otherwise they lose their profit. So it's kind of a hard position. So what we do is we're taking people from operators to owners, and when you get to the owner status, then you're able to own the business, step back from the business, see the system in place, operate properly, and still hire people to do the job for you while you're running it more what we call semi-absentee owned. That allows you to go about and do your other things, to have the freedom to have 3 or 4 hours a week to put into your business, make sure it's still operating properly, but you're the owner, so you're not operating it. But you're helping guide the ship and help that progress be made in the business so that you can take out the profits that you'd really like to see and hit your goals, and then have additional freedom so that you can spend time doing other things rather than being a slave to your business.
Dan, I'm sure there's a lot of people, a lot of viewers that hear that and say, that just sounds too good to be true, to reclaim my time but still be having profits come in. For those that are listening and have businesses, what's the very first step to move into from that operator to owner? What would be the very first thing you'd recommend people doing?
Well, there's two ways really to get involved with a business. And first of all, you can start from scratch and build your own systems, hopefully following someone else and what they're doing and seeing the profits that they're making, and model that and create that your own system. Or you can get involved with something that's already systematized. And a business that's systematized, like a franchise business, for example, has a step-by-step process to follow, has the marketing to follow, and it allows you to see that system work right before your eyes and decide whether or not that's for you. And if it is, and if you can jump into something like that and duplicate it, that's the shortcut to success, is finding that systematized business already built. And then as you build your companies and build those franchises, then it allows you to understand more how to go out and build your own business should you want to do that at a later time. But systematized businesses typically are the way to go. If I were to go back and I would do this all again, that's the way I would do it.
Absolutely. And that's such a great blueprint for people that are deciding, like, hey, what do I want to do? I know I want to start a business, or I want to start creating something. How do I do it? And how do you see from the beginning the end, and so that you can reach that goal? Is it too late, Dan, for people that already have started a business, it's already consuming their time, is it too late for them to switch to becoming an owner?
It's never too late. I've seen business owners frustrated because they're spending so much time with it, but as they've reached out to other people who have some outside influence and see how things can happen internally in that business, maybe even a consultant or someone that knows how to systematize a business and make some shortcuts so that the owner can then back off, that's typically what happens. I've seen this happen many times with a business that's a hair salon business, for example. I'll just give you that. It's an independent hair salon business. And the owner's in there all the time helping the stylist to work and work and work, and getting frustrated because he can't step away from the business. He's always there helping, sweeping hair or whatever. He just doesn't have the time to do anything else to make the profits. When we bring in a franchised business, and I've seen this happen several times, where we add the franchise business on to what he's already doing, bring the systems, bring the programs, bring the mentorship, everything we have with the franchise program. That conversion franchise now switches over to the brand name, and we see the profits go up, and we see the systems being implemented, and we see now the owner be able to step away and run it more semi-absentee owned. So adding an existing systematized business or systems to a business that's struggling as an owner-operator, that can often change that life for that person.
That's incredible, Dan, that not only for those business owners that are struggling, that there's a way out, and that life, that safety net being systematized. If there are viewers or small business owners that are wondering how they can get systematized and start that process, where would they go?
Well, there's lots of different franchises, there's lots of different consultants and other people out there in the world that can help you systematize your business. But often when you look at the big franchise companies, or even some of the smaller up and growing type franchises that that you can kind of see how they're growing, you can see exactly how they're proving themselves. That's often a lot of the ways that I've done it is look at the emerging franchises. But where you go to find the emerging franchises, because you don't see them out there on the brand. You don't see them every day on the street. So you have to know where to go, and that's where my team comes in. We have a list of those emerging type franchises that allow you to get that streamlined process in place, maybe even add that to your business, convert it over, and be able to back away and not spend so much time in your business and be that slave to your business. If you'd like to get in touch with us, click the link below, and a member of my team will get with you and help you every step of the way to see what can happen for you to systematize your business and even bring in a franchise type business that might help you accelerate your success so you can back away.
That's excellent, Dan. That's really hopeful for those for business owners that are struggling and that want to reclaim their time, but also increase their profits and make more money. But I'm sure there are some business owners out there, Dan, that are maybe trying to still struggle and make it through. And they're like, oh, maybe this is my family's business. It's been in our generations. What advice do you have to those that are maybe still fighting to still be the operator and still put all their time and energies into struggling business? Do you have any
Because
advice?
they're passionate about it. They love what they're doing. And so maybe you want to spend the time. And if you love what you're doing, then that's great. We encourage that. But there's also another option here that we've seen time and time again is people love what they're doing. And so we end up taking that program and it becomes an actual franchise company itself. So we turn their business so they can still love what they do, they can still do what they do, but now they can help others do what you've already set up and share that passion and that love with others so that they can also succeed and have something that's going to help build their family as well by becoming an actual franchise company itself. That's another good way to look at overcoming some of those hurdles that you come up against in building your business.
Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Dan, for your time.
Thank you.
Please subscribe to Dan's channel for more information about how to be business owners and also franchisees, and also please watch Dan's next video.